Hi, I hope you're feeling mentally well and physically well. If this is your fourth or fifth time back and you want to see my videos up and down your algorithm, subscribe and like this video. Okay, this video is about the American troops being told that this war against Iran is for Jesus.
Journalist Jonathan Larson reports that U.S. troops were being told that the U.S. Israeli attack on Iran was in preparation for Armageddon and also the return of Jesus. Cenk, is this comforting information for you?
No. Just when you thought the Israeli Zionists were bad enough in starting wars for all the wrong reasons, here comes the Christian Zionists. Joy.
You know what's funny? We're told about these Muslim fundamentalists and extremists. The Jews are religious, yeah, and they attacked Iran first, yeah. Not only that, they attacked a girls' school, yeah. They couldn't report that Israel hit a Iranian girls' school because Muslims ain't supposed to have girls' schools. Yeah, so they didn't want to report it because it doesn't fit the stereotype. They didn't want to admit that there's a girls' school in a Muslim country. Anyway, but the Jews attacked the Iranian Muslims first. Then, where is it? The US are also attacking. Yeah, and now the Jews are doing it because they believe that Palestine and that whole area is promised to them by God. And the now the Christians or the Americans are saying that they're doing it for because it's a religious war. Crazy.
Wait till you hear what the commander said about why we're in this war and what to do. Tell us about it, yes.
All right, so let's give you the high points. This is from Jonathan Larson's report. He says a combat unit commander told non-commissioned officers at a briefing Monday that the Iran war is part of God's plan and that President Donald Trump was anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to Earth. And that is according to a non-commissioned officer. So we'll talk more about whatever that even means later.
When he overtook Venezuela here, was that from Jesus as well? What happened to turn the other cheek? What happened to turn the other cheek and, give to Caesar what is Caesar? And I don't know, that people play with this Christianity like it's nothing.
But between Saturday and Monday, more than 110...
I want to hear that again. That's crazy.
Wrong reasons. Here comes the Christian Zionists. Joy. Wait till you hear what the commander said about why we're in this war and what to do. Tell us about it, yes.
All right, so let's give you the high points. This is from Jonathan Larson's report. He says a combat unit commander told non-commissioned officers at a briefing Monday that the Iran war is part of God's plan and that President Donald Trump was anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to Earth. And that is according to a non-commissioned officer. So we'll talk more about whatever that even means later. But between Saturday and Monday, more than 110 complaints had been logged by the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, or the MRFF, regarding the rhetoric about commanders in every branch of military. The complaints were widespread across more than 40 different units across roughly 30 military installations. And according to one report, the non-commissioned officer wrote to the MRFF that their commander urged us to tell our troops that this was all part of God's divine plan. And he specifically referenced numerous citations out of the book of Revelation, referring to Armageddon and the imminent return.
Imagine if Iran, not even if strike first, in response started quoting the Quran. Come on, man. Crazy, the world would be on fire. Where did this come from, man? This is a commander. You can't just say this. Like, you have to get authorization to say this to the troops. You can't just say this to the
of Jesus Christ. And it is very understandable that all of this is coming directly from the top, because Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has enshrined evangelical Christianity at the uppermost levels of the U.S. military, airing monthly prayer meetings throughout the Pentagon. Last year, the Pentagon confirmed to Larson that Hegseth attends a weekly White House Bible study, and it's led by a preacher who says that God commands America to support Israel. And these are the people, again, who are running our country and running our military, and these are the things that they believe. So Larson spoke with MRFF president and founder Mikey Weinstein about the report, and this is what Weinstein had to say. He said, these calls have one damn thing in freaking common. Our MRFF clients, service members who seek MRFF aid, report the unrestricted euphoria of their commanders and command chains as to how this new biblically sanctioned war is clearly the undeniable sign of the expeditious approach of the fundamentalist Christian end times as vividly described in the New Testament book of Revelation. Many of their commanders are especially delighted with how graphic this battle will be, zeroing in on how bloody all of this must become in order to fulfill and be in 100% accordance with fundamentalist Christian end of word eschatology, and that is, the end of world.
What the hell is going on, man? This is crazy, man.
That is terrifying that they seem to be giddy about everything that's happening now. It seems as though they're finally able to usher in this end of world, and so they can be raptured and go up to heaven. And of course, all of this violates the Constitution, which they don't seem worried about because the Constitution is very...
You think they give a damn about the Constitution if they think God told them to do this? They do not give up monkeys about the Constitution.
Worldly and earthbound, and it also violates the Uniform Code of Military Justice. Weinstein had some choice words for the military members speaking this way to their subordinates, saying that they will be swiftly, aggressively, and visibly prosecuted. However, this is not the first time that talk like...
I can guarantee you nothing is going to happen. I thought they're going to prosecute him. They are not going to do
like
nothing.
This was within our military in some capacity. Weinstein says that this kind of end of the world thinking creeps up any time that Israel comes up. So after October 7th, 2023, Hamas is obviously attacked Israel, for instance, and the MRFF reported a complaint about an Air Force commander who said at a briefing that the war between Israel and Hamas has all been foretold by the book of Revelation in the gospel of Jesus Christ, and no one can do anything about that. Wow. As for
Hamas was mentioned in the Bible. Give me a break, mate. Come on, give me a break. Hamas was mentioned in the Bible. Yeah, it says Hamas. What a dumbass.
What these evangelicals are even talking about. Evangelicals are, in many ways kind of like OG Zionists. Many, including many in our government, believe that Israel must exist in order for Jesus to return. However, Pete Hegseth's Bible study leader, preacher Ralph Drollinger, teaches that the reason to support Israel is that God still blesses Israel's allies and curses Israel's enemies, even though Israel killed Jesus. And of course, this is rooted in historic anti-Semitism.
That's what I don't get. How can Americans be killing? Yeah.
So
how can Americans be killing for Jews in a holy war when Jews hate Jesus? They hate Jesus. They call his mother a slag, they call Mary a slag. I don't understand. Jews have bloody got America wrapped around their little fingers, man, and their army.
More proof that our government was being run by evangelical Zionists. I do have a quick clip to show you. This is Republican Representative Tim Burchett, and he is being asked a question about Israel and the second coming of Jesus and the United States' role in facilitating that.
Do you think there's a role of religious extremism here in the U.S. funding and shaping the conflict? I mean, there are a lot of folks who are part of the evangelical movement that want
to support Israel.
Israel, and we don't really kind of see that same kind of constituent group pushing the other way.
Yeah, I wouldn't label the Baptists or the evangelical community is extreme, because I feel like they're following the scripture and what the scripture says about Israel. Those who bless Israel will be blessed. I mean, they take it literal, and I'm one of those people.
You know, there's some Christian Zionists that do believe in some of these biblical prophecies, and they're very